Right, people. So, welcome to this 2-day workshop of the secrets of mastering advanced data analytics and reporting. Okay. So, this entire session will be a workshop where you'll be learning a lot many things about Excel. Then you'll be learning about Power BI, Tableau, and something about Python. And also, we'll be working on some complete project as well in this 2-day workshop. Suppose if anybody has already registered for it can be Excel class, advanced data analytics class, please attend these 2-day session so that you'll get even the roadmap as well, so that the people can understand how actually we can start mastering the data analytics and the reporting. Say the it can be a career growth or on the skill side. Okay. Right. So what is there in today's session? So we'll be talking about the data source. We'll be talking about how actually we can import the data source, how we can work on, the data for data cleaning. And there are few topics which practically will be working. So now the question for all of you is, I want all of you to answer. Do you want me to just keep on telling the contents, whatever is there, teach you people and give the video and you'll be working on this, or you want to work simultaneously along with me? So I want all of you to answer in the chat box. So please answer me. How do you want the session to be? Because I'm okay with anything. So however you feel, based on that, I will plan this session. Work along with you. Okay, Mohan. I want the maximum answer. If people are not answering the maximum, I'm not getting the proper answer, then I'll go just teach you people and then I'll end the session. Work simultaneously. Okay. I want all of you to answer because if people are attending, people don't worry. I'm not going to tell you people to register for any of the courses. So this course is for you people to learn something so that you can at least have some idea about Excel, Power BI, Tableau, and all this stuff. So, okay. Okay. Right. So I can see a maximum of you are actually asking for working simultaneously. So if you want to work, then you'll have to copy the data. So this is the data here. You can download this data and I will rely on your teaching and videos and can't work along with you. Okay, no problem, Shekhar. If anybody is not able to work, so please don't worry. Okay. So this video will be recorded and this will be given to you people. Okay, so it's not like any other webinars. They say that will not give the recordings or something. This recordings will be given and the data is also given so that you people can work. But I'm not sure how much time I can give you people because we need to cover a lot of things. If you're not able to complete the task, please do not worry. The video and the materials are with you. You can later on practice as well. Okay. All right, people. Now, before I start the session, first I'll be teaching you about the roadmap, how actually you can plan your the data analytics skills as well as the career. Okay. Right. We have decided that we'll be working along with people. So we'll be working. So don't worry. I will be giving you some time, but I'm not sure how much time I'll be giving, but I'll give you enough time. So try to finish it within that period. Okay. All right. So I want all of you please be on mute. I will start the session and please message me only when I actually ask you people. Don't message in the middle. I'll not be able to answer you. Okay. All right. So where will we get this recording? So this recording, I will actually post it in the YouTube as well as in our Telegram channel. So both the places I'll be posting it. So you can view that. You can also download this video, can download the materials and then you can work. Okay. All right. So let me straight away come to the topic now. Right. So anyways, I told you the topic is about the secrets of mastering advanced data analytics and reporting. First of all, what we'll do is we'll try to understand few things about what this data analytics is all about and how actually we can learn what are the steps to learn this data analytics. Okay. So what all skills are required? We'll just mention that for some 5 to 10 minutes and then we'll go for the exercises. Okay. All right. So people, people just give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. Right, people? So I'm very sorry. Okay. Right. So first what we'll do is quickly we'll check with the roadmap for mastering advanced data analytics and reporting. Okay. Now, first thing is you should understand what is data analytics. Okay. So first from there will come and then slowly I'll make a breakup of about what skills you'll have to learn. First thing is data analytics. Analytics is nothing but a study of analyzing the data. So whatever data we have, we are trying to analyze it. And whatever inputs you have to give, say, for example, now I have a raw data. I will check that data. So what all things I can analyze, convert that into a reports, which is very easily explainable to someone. Okay. So I have a raw data which is not clean. If someone normal person, if he sees that, will not able to understand. So what we do is, as an analyst, we try to analyze the data, clean it such a way that it will be easy for us to make others to understand. So that is data analytics. So first of all, data analytics means, say, data is very important because it is information. We have to store the data, and then what we do is we try to analyze that, and then we create some reports. So for this, we need some technology. So if you want to work on, say, data analytics and reporting, so first thing is the skills. So what skills we have to learn? So there are various different softwares, various different applications in industry where we have to master it so that it will become easy for us to analyze the data. So first thing I'll always tell that it is MS Excel. Okay, MS Excel is one tool which will actually give you more access to various different options to write from data cleaning to analyzing to create the reports. Okay, a lot many things actually you can do. So I prefer always, if you're actually coming into this data analytics and reporting, please make sure that you will learn Excel. The people will say that no, we have learned about Python, we learned Power BI, so many things. Whatever it is, you be master in any of the tools, but I always say first master MS Excel, which is the king of analytics. Okay, and it is very easy. Now, once you learn this MS Excel, rest whatever technology you say, whatever your skill say, it is very easy. After this, learn Power BI. Why Power BI? Let me tell you. Say MS Excel, as I told you, it is from Microsoft and it is very easy to learn and right from analyzing the data to create the reports to clean the data. Even you can write the program also in that. So it is such strong tool that you have all the things available here. So the next one is Power BI, which is nothing but the extended version of Excel. That means whatever you learn in Excel, you can still make more advanced kind of reports, wherein I can connect to various data sources, and then we can create wonderful reports that is more dynamic. In Excel also, we can create more dynamic reports, but in Power BI, it is more easier and more attractive reports we can actually create. Okay, fine. Next, after this, we can learn Tableau. Okay, Tableau is very much similar to Power BI. These two are business intelligence tools, which will help you in collecting or say importing raw data, converting that into reports. That is more, presentable reports. The next, after this, we can learn SQL. So in SQL, you can learn MySQL, SQL Server, MS Access, Oracle, anything you can learn. But we teach SQL Server. So I'll teach you SQL in the next session so that the people will get an idea about SQL as well. Okay, right. Next. So after this, what? Say, after this, say, I learned about MS Excel, Power BI, Tableau, SQL. Now, you should also be aware of a little bit of programming as well. Say, I want to write some programs so you can learn about macros and Python. Okay. So now, why this programming? Programming is required because we have to automate our process. There are so many things, we'll be doing manually, which has to be reduced so that we can get the work done more easily, efficiently, and speed up the process. So for that, we need this programming. Apart from this, there are more other skills what you have to learn, like data cleaning. Let's say these are all not the softwares. These are all some skills which we have to learn, say data cleaning, which I'll make you people work today about data cleaning. Then dashboarding, dashboarding techniques. Okay. Analyzing skills. Then we have automation skills. Okay. Then we have reporting skills, reporting techniques or reporting skills. So these are some of the things what you'll have to understand and master it. Okay. So these skills, these are the softwares, the application, the tools, and then we can also master the techniques of data cleaning, report generation, dashboard designing, and automation techniques, and also analyzing skills. Okay. So these will actually help you in improving your skills. Then is this enough? No. So after this, what we have to do is we have to try and work on projects. Okay. Now, what kind of projects? See, what are projects? I've seen many people thinking that I will work on project on Python. It's not like that. Then when you actually work on a project, what is a project? Project is nothing but some application or some tool or some dashboard or some reports which we have to create. So it can be in Excel, Power BI, Tableau, or mix of all this. It can be anything. But when I give some task to you, you should be able to complete it. So when you are actually aware of all these applications, it will become easy for you to work on a project. Now, when I say I have a project, I have a data set, I have to, say create one dashboard. When I see that data that's completely, it's not at all clean. The data is in text file, the data is in CSV file, then some data is in SQL server, and some data is in Excel. So we have to connect everything and then we have to create a project. Then I should know Excel, I should know CSV, I should know text file. Then I should also check whether you have to automate that. Then we have to either write program in macros or in Python. So likewise, we have to first plan accordingly. So we should understand. We should first have the idea about if I get a project, what all things I have to do. So that is very important. Project means don't just think that, okay, I'll get a project. People will ask, sir, give me one Python project, give me one Power BI project. Yes, there are so many projects like that. Now you don't have to ask, come and ask us only. If you go to GitHub, if you go to, any internet, say, if you Google, you'll get hundreds of projects. You yourself can start working on it. Also now in AI tools, there are so many AI tools. You go to ChatGPT, I'll show you how actually you can. So tomorrow you'll be working on AI tools. How actually you can work on the projects right from scratch till end, how we can deploy a project. Okay, so everything is available. So easily you can work. Only thing you have to do is first you have to plan, then logical thinking, and then execution. That's all. Simple. Rest all you have all the resources now. Okay. All right. Next, suppose if you are fresher and you're looking for a job, or you have a gap. There are some people, especially ladies, okay, they get married and they're not going for job, and again they're looking for job. If they have some gaps, then it is always good to work on internship. Okay. Now, internship, many of them think that, okay, I'll work on internship. I should go for a company, then there I have to work. Nowadays, getting internship is very difficult. No companies will call you and then give you a job. So luckily, if you get, yes, it is fine. But suppose if you're not getting, what to do? Say there are two things. One is paid and one is non-paid. Suppose if you are getting internship in some companies, it is really good because you'll get a good exposure for the industry. But suppose if you're not getting what to do, you cannot sit idle. For that, there are some free internships available in Google. Okay. In our institute, we actually help you to work on those internships that we have completely free so that you can attend. You will also get the certification. So you can do that certification as well. So that is completely free. You can go to the website. When you come to our institute and you join the courses, we'll help you in completing those internship along with the certificates from that company. Okay. Right. So this internship you have to do. Then after this, it is a good thing to get certified, say certification. Now, when I say certifications, People actually think that, okay, I've joined a course, they are giving one certification. Yes, from ITAS, you'll get a certificate, fine. But that certificate is what? Course completion certificate. But it's a good thing if you go, say, get some certificate from Excel, Power BI, or Tableau, or Python, so anything. If you are getting certified on these technologies, I'm not telling go and get certified for all the technologies. Power BI is actually very important. Microsoft Excel is also important. Otherwise, if you think that on SQL or Python, that's also very good idea. Okay, keeping in mind what we are actually doing is we are actually giving a Microsoft Excel certification for people who are taking this data analytics. It will be completely free. Okay, it's a completely free thing what we're actually giving. So you people can actually avail that because that itself will cost you some $165 if you take. Okay, so we are actually giving that completely free for people who are taking this advanced data analytics and reporting. Okay, so you can plan accordingly. Right. So after this certifications, it is about the placement assistance. Okay. So what is placement assistance? We'll try to first build your profile in such a way that it is completely, ATS friendly with all the keywords and all the things, whatever is necessary for getting noticed in LinkedIn or any other job portals. Then we'll also make you people work on or say improvise your LinkedIn profile because to get a job, you don't have to post in Naukri, you don't have to post in Monster or anywhere. First, make sure that your profile, the resume is ATS friendly, plus your LinkedIn is optimized. If these two things are done, then you can apply for any of the companies and we have a lot of references, very frankly. So what we actually do is if anybody is asking us, say, for example, now XYZ company is saying that we have some openings, so we'll try to give the reference there. Okay, but let me tell you one thing very frankly, we are not an institute who actually go with this backdoor entries. We don't entertain that. We are not into recommendations. We only refer. Okay, we don't recommend saying that directly. Take our students. We don't do that. And finally, we don't entertain fakes. Okay. Only thing is we make sure that you people are getting skilled. The next is about the experience letter. So what is this experience letter? This experience letter is given by our institute for all the projects, for all the internship, for all the certifications you have done, and whatever projects you have worked, we will be verifying it and we will give you one letter saying that it's a non-paid, okay, the projects and everything. But any verifications, when you come to us, we are there to help you people in getting that background verification done. Okay. So this is what you have to do for mastering your data analytics. This is just a step sample. But main thing is this part, getting the skills. If you don't have the skills, whatever you put here, okay, you might get the calls, but when you go for an interview, if you don't have the skills, you are done. Okay, so keep this in mind and see if you still have any questions or something, you can call us. So my number is 9902058793. Okay. Anything if you want to ask, or you can speak to our training coordinator 78793. Our name is Suma. Okay. So this I'm telling you because if you have any queries, you can directly go, you can speak to her, right? You can directly call and you can have one-on-one call for any clarifications. Okay. All right. So this is about the roadmap. And now what we'll do is we'll get into the workshop where we'll try to work on all the things, whatever is there we mentioned, right from importing of the data for data cleaning, we'll try to work on that, right? Okay, first thing, right? So before I go here, let me see if all are attentive. Okay, so I hope that all of you have downloaded the materials. So let me just again give the link. People, this is the link. Have you people downloaded all the materials? If you have done, please message yes so that I can start telling you what you have to do. So quickly, I don't want to waste time. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Mohan has downloaded. Other people's Divya. Okay. Quickly, people should answer. Okay. So I'm not asking you anything. I'm not asking you money. Purnima. Okay. Right. Assuming that all of you have downloaded and ready for working. Okay. Right. So before we go and work on all these topics, so you got this roadmap for mastering advanced afternoon, Sidraju. So we saw this advanced mastering the advanced data analytics and reporting. So how did you feel about it? So you think that whatever I gave the process, was it useful for you to understand the data analytics and reporting? If you agree, please message yes. To be quick, people. Good. Okay. Very good. Right, people. So now no more chats, no more theory. We'll go to the practicals. Okay. First thing, okay, this is very important for any people who learn Excel, Power BI, Tableau, SQL. You learn anything, Python, or you learn VBA macros, or you go to data analytics, business analytics, MIS reporting, you name anything. First thing is the data source. Okay, what is data source? Let's understand that, and then we'll start working on this. See, I want all of you please concentrate. So data source, it is the location where data is being, it's where from where the data is actually coming. Okay, the data source is a location from where the data is actually coming, and we are actually trying to import it, or we can extract it. Okay, so in a database management system, the primary data source is in the database, which can be located in a disk or in a remote server. Okay, the data source for a computer program can be a file, a data sheet, a spreadsheet, XML file, or even hard-coded data within the program. So what is data source? In the simple words, data source is nothing but from where the data is stored, from that location I'm trying to extract. So where I am storing that, say it can be a hard disk, it can be a database, it can be just a normal file. So the data source is the place where I store my data. Okay, so what are the different type of data sources we have? Okay, so these terminologies, what happens? It makes us feel that something very advanced, terminologies and something. Nothing. Say data source. So what is the source? Say I always prefer Excel. Though it has got a lot of limitations, so I prefer Excel. The next CSV, TXT. CSV is nothing but comma separated values. TXT is nothing but the notepad. We can store the data in CSV and in the notepad. Next, we have MS Access, SQL Server, MySQL, Oracle, XML, PDF, web pages, Google Sheets, Snowflakes, okay, Azure, okay. Likewise, we have more other data sources. Whatever I mentioned here, this is some very commonly used data sources. Otherwise, there are still more. Okay. Don't tell that we had XYZ data sources you are not mentioned. There are hundreds of data sources, so you can plan accordingly. So I've just mentioned whichever is common in the market. Okay. Now, to get the data, you have to work. You have to work, whether it is in Power BI or in Excel or anything. You have to first get the data source. So for that, what you have to do is from Excel, from Access. So from, we can get the data from anywhere like this. Now what I'll do, I'll just minimize this. I want all of you please concentrate. And after that, please again and again, don't ask. It's a very simple process. Now, my task is to get the data into my Excel sheet. Why? Because now after that, I'll be learning about how to clean the data. So how to get the data? Let's work on that. Say first, what I'll do, I'll try to open my Excel. If you don't know how to open Excel, just use Windows R. Okay. I'll get one run command, Excel, type Excel and press OK. The Excel file will get, say Excel application will get opened. See, okay. Now I'll click on this blank workbook because I need the data for my blank sheet, or say the new Excel file. Now, my intention is to get the data here. Now, you might ask, we can directly open that Excel file. Why are we actually using this? See, the intention of getting the data like this is we can modify the data however I want, and also we don't have to, bother about editing everything here. The source, if you edit here, the Excel file also, the data in this Excel file also will get edited. How to get the data? If you are working on 2016 and above version, if you go to this data, see, I'll go to this data. Here you can see there is one tab data, and you can see here get and transform data. If you have this, then only you can work on this. Otherwise, you cannot. So what I'm trying to tell you people is 2016 version and above, or if you have 365, version of MS Office, you can get the data. Now, what should I do? I have one small icon here, get data. So what it will do, you can read that it says easily discover, connect, combine data from multiple sources, then shape and refine it into meet your needs. Let me click on this. When I click on this, you can see there are so many various different data sources. Now let's say first I'll try to import the data from Excel. See, from Excel. I'll just try to click on this Excel. When I click on this Excel, it will ask for the Excel file to import. See, it is something like you're trying to browse. Let me go to the folder. So I have created one folder here. Let's say I'll go a drive, and then here I have this source files. Okay, data source. Here I have the Excel file. Let me select this Excel file. I have given this Excel file in the link there. You can download, say import. When I click on this import, you just observe, I'll get one window from where we can select the tables. Okay. See, I'll get one window like this. The same process is for Power BI also. Okay. It says select multiple items. I'll go here. I'll click on this. Select multiple items. You can take the data from Excel, CSV or anything. I will select, say, data. This is one table. Then I want location. This is another table. You can see there are so many other tables. Let me just click on this. See, here I'm trying to take the data. You just observe when I selected this data, you can see the heading is proper. And this is the data section. I have the data. But when I click on this segment, you can see that it has got column 1, column 2, and segment ID segment is a heading which is there in the data section. How to find, how to recognize all the white color area. This is the data section. The gray area, what you see with the bold, that is the heading section. Now I cannot go and directly edit this. For this, we'll have to use a separate process. I'll tell you how to do that. Let me go here and select this ship mode. This also has got some problem. So we'll try to correct that. How to correct that, I'll tell you. I'll go and I'll click on this customer and let me select this product tabs. So I selected all the tables. Now I need to load. If you come down, there are many options here. One is cancel, close without loading it. Transform, we can modify that. We'll do that later as well. But because now we have to load this data, what I'll do is I'll go here, I'll click on the small arrow. It'll ask for load and load to. I'll just click on this load to so that we'll get more options to learn. If I say load, it'll just load. You'll not learn anything. Once you become experienced and say once you are aware of it, then click on load. But since you're still learning, I'll click on this load to. I'll click on this load. When I click on this load to, what it will do, it will try to connect with the data source where we connected. And here you can see, this is what I was telling, load to. I want to load this as a table. Yes, I can select this table. I want to load this as a pivot table report. I can do this. Pivot chart. Yes, I want only connection. When I click on this, only connections are done. Here, the data is not at all imported unless and until you want. It's just connected. But what I want now is I want to get the data as a table. Now I selected it. It'll ask whether it should be an existing worksheet or new worksheet. Select new worksheet and I will click on OK. We just observe once I click on OK, all the data in all the tables, the 6 tables which I selected, will be imported with the different sheets. Just observe it is processing. It is processing now, and then the data is imported. See, you can see that data is imported. Location, segment, ship mode, customer and product. But you can see the columns. Some people, what they do, they'll go here and they'll try to delete. Don't do that. I'll tell you, there is a different process which makes your life easy to edit this. We'll do that. Now, I'll give you 5 minutes. I want all of you, whoever are working, okay, try to import this in your Excel sheet. And then next step, I'll tell you how you can remove the headings, which are something like this, and make this heading, which was there in the data section, as a heading. So that I'll tell you. But first, what I want is, I want all of you, please import the data. I'll give you 5 minutes. Once you're done, message done. Okay, so your time starts now. I'll give you some time. So 5 minutes from now. Okay, done. Okay, if you're done, fine. So all of you, once done, please mention done so that we can go for next step. If you have any difficulties, you can also message me. I will explain. Don't hesitate. Okay. Okay. Good. Purnima done. Soumya done. Mohan done. Raju done. Okay. Others? Okay. I think it's very easy task. I'll give you 1 more minute. So try to finish it off. I'll give one more. Right, people. I guess people have done. I assume that the people have done. Okay, very good. So it feels very nice. People are very energetic and finishing this task. Thank you so much for finishing this task. Okay, now let's go to next step. Okay, I want all of you listen now. So whenever I tell you to work, then you work. Listen now. The thing is, there was some issue with the column headers. So we thought that, okay, let me correct it. Don't go and delete the heading here. I'll tell you what to do. The simple thing is, we'll go to this data again, the tab here, and then I'll click on this get data. And you can see here, I have so many options here. Forget about all the other options. Click on this Power Query Editor. I'll just click on this Power Query Editor. Now, what is Power Query Editor? Power Query Editor is a place where it will help me in modifying or transforming the data, okay, which we have taken. Now you see, whatever data we had imported, the tables, you can see data, location, segment, ship mode, customer, and product. Okay, so this is also used for data cleaning, which we'll be learning in the next chapter. Okay, now if you just click here, you can see the heading is proper. So let's not do anything here. So my intention now is just to clean the headers, that's all, nothing else. Now let me go to this location. This is also fine. I'll click on this segment. Now there is a problem here. You can see column 1, column 2, column 3 or something like that we have. But here we can see the heading here, the first row. You don't have to do anything. In the home tab, if you just move here, we have this use first row as headers. I'll click on this. See? Done. Okay. Next, ship mode. This also has got the problem. Column 1, column 2. Now here also I'll say use first row as headers. Done. This is also fine. The next, customer, column 1, column 2. I'll click on this use first row as headers. Done. Product. Okay, this also will try to correct it. Okay, done. Now all the corrections are done. Here we just did only one task, that is just cleaning the headers. Now let me go to this close and load. Here I'll say close and load. What is close and load? We have modified something. We're trying to close this so that we'll go back to the Excel window. Now we are in Power Query Editor. Let me click on this close and load. You can see that now whatever corrections we did, that will get applied in this particular page. Okay, so this is something where we are beginning for data cleaning. Okay, so you can import the data and also you can try to clean the data. But as of now, we just try to correct only the headings. Then I'll tell you how to clean the headings. Okay. Now, if you go to data, see this is heading is fine. Location, it is fine. Now you go to segment and see there was a problem there, right? Column 1, column 2, see. Now this heading, this also is fine. Customer is also is fine, and the product is also fine. So you should keep your headings always clean so that, if you go to data modeling, the connections will happen based on this headings only. Okay, especially in Power BI. If you're actually working on Power BI, this headings are very important. Okay, so whenever you are working on this Power BI, make sure that your headings are clean. Whatever I'm doing in this Excel, same thing will happen in Power BI also. Okay, since I don't want to again repeat the same things, so I'm just telling you in Excel. Some of the things will work on Power BI as well. Today, whatever we are doing, let's work only in Excel. So tomorrow, I'll talk about the Power BI and Tableau and also various other data sources. Okay, right. So now I'll give you some time, try to work on this and finish it. And then we'll go for little more advanced things, what we can do in Power Queries. So please finish it soon. People, now I'll give you some time, say, let's say some 5 minutes, try to work on this. Next, we'll try to work on the advanced options. I think this might be a little easy. So we'll do some difficult task also or some logic based task also. People, once done, you can message done so that I can go for the next one. Okay, Shiv Kumar. Okay, you missed that topic. Okay. See here, Shiv Kumar, if you are active, let me just show you. So what I did, just go to this data, get data, Power Query Editor. Okay. And then what you have to do is select those tables where the heading is not proper. Go to Home tab and click on this. Use first row as headers. Okay. Use first row as headers. What it'll do is wherever I have this headers in the first row, that will move to header here. And then say close and load. Simple. Okay, Shiv Kumar, you can try that. Right. Okay. So assuming that all of you have done this task, now we'll go to next task. Okay. Let me go to that folder and I'll tell you. Let me go to that folder. Okay. So here I have given various different data sources. You can get the data from various different data sources. The way what you're actually trying to import is all same. You just have to go select the application. Let's say I want to get the data from this text file. Okay. Now, if you see this text file, I'll just show you how it actually looks. Okay. It looks something like this, which is very, say not clean. You don't understand what it is. But if you watch very closely, you can see that we have that market, comma, company code, comma. The data is separated by comma. Then what is that comma called as? The comma is nothing but it is the delimiter. Delimiter means what? The character which will separate your data as a different columns. Now I want this to be imported to my Excel sheet. Okay, this text file, or it can be your PDF file, or it can be your CSV file, anything. Okay, let's say I want to get this text file into my Excel sheet. So what I'll do, I'll go to my Excel and then again, I'll go to this data, get data from file. Now I'm taking this text file. I'll click on this text file. When I click on this, it'll ask for the text file. Say this is the file, select and say import. When I say import, just keep in mind CSV files or text files will not have multiple sheets. Excel file can have multiple sheets. So since it was multiple sheets in Excel file, so we had an option of selecting the tables. But now it is considered that the text file has got only one sheet. It is directly taking into the table. And here we can see that it's delimited and there is one comma separate. So once we give this comma, you can see that the data is getting separated into different columns. Now what I'll do is I'll go and I'll check. Here also it says column 1, column 2, column 3. That means again there is a problem that the header is in data section. I want to modify it. This time, since I know that how to load, I'll not go and say load. I already have seen the data. There is a problem. Directly I'll click on this transform data. So what transform data will do? It will directly take me to the Power Query Editor. So here what I'll do, I'll click on this use first row as headers. See, done. Now I'll say close and load to or say load. Anything is fine. If I say load to, I'll get some options here wherein I can select say table, new sheet, say okay. See, the data so there in text file got imported here. Okay, right. So this you don't have to do. It's a very same similar kind of thing. Next task I want all of you to do. So this task you can practice later. Right. What is the next task? Now the next task is again importing the data. But let me show you something here. Okay, data source. We can see I have this one folder called as raw data. There is a folder called as raw data, and here I have 16 files. What I'll do is just to make you people understand, I will move 8 files into another folder. Okay, let me move this. Now in my raw data folder, I have only 8 files. Now let me click on this file. See, I have some data. Again, I'll click on this. If you go and check, all the 8 files have got similar kind of data structure. Forget data, data can differ, but when I say data structure, that is the column headers, the way they are aligned, the columns, they are all same. My requirement is appending all these 8 files data one below the other. Okay. So for this, previously we used to write some macros and then we used to get the data. But what I want is I want the data to be one below the other for all these tables. How to do that? Let me tell you. Now what I'll do, I'll go to my Excel. Okay. Next, data, get data from file. You have the folder, say from folder. Let me click on this from folder. Now I will go and I'll select that particular column. Let me just go here. I'll just select that particular folder. Let's go here. Say source. Okay, I selected that raw data folder. I'm not selecting the file, the entire folder I'm selecting. I'll say open. When I click on open, see, I'll get all the list of files. You can see that I'm getting all the list of files. So now what I'll do is just observe, previously it was load, transform and cancel. Now I got one more option, combine. Click on this and here I'll say combine and load. If you feel, yes, I need to modify, go to transform data, but I'll go here and say combine and load. When I click on that combine and load to, you know what we'll get? We'll get one sample table to be selected. See, this one table. I will say OK. It is doing the process. It lasts. Where should I actually append the data? I'll say table, new worksheet. I'll say OK. You just observe now. See, all the 8 files data is combined one below the other. See, how many records are there? I'll just check. There are some 89 records, including this table in the header. And again, there is a problem here. Column 1, column 2, column 3, and I have the header here. We'll do the cleaning, but later. But now what I'll do is again, I'll go back to the folder here. Previously, I just took some 8 files to another folder. Now what I'll do, I will copy this and I'll go back to this raw data folder, paste it. I pasted some more data into that folder. Now, if you go to the Excel sheet, if you want the data, say the 8 files data to be added in the same table, I don't have to go and again do the process. Go to this refresh and say refresh. See, fraction of seconds. If you go and check, see, previously it was some 89 records, including the heading. Now it is 177 because the 8 more files data have been appended immediately. So you don't have to do anything. Now, even if you have 100 files, just paste it there and say refresh. Automatically, this will get refreshed. Now, next is, we have this column 1, column 2, column 3. We know what to do. So we'll go here, data, get data, and I'll say, sorry, Power Query Editor. And here I will move this, use first row as headers. Done. But people also see here we have some headings here. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll go here. I'll just remove this. Filter this. Done. Over. Now let me close and load. This will clean the data, append the data. See, within few seconds, we can append. Say we have taken almost 16 files. Even if there are 1,000 files, same process. Within few minutes, we can append the data. Okay. Now I'll give you 5 minutes. Take that folder, connect it, and then append the data, and then message me done, and then we can go for data clean. Okay. So I'll give you 5 minutes, finish, and then say done. Then we can go for next task. Right, people, you're getting any questions? You feel that it is difficult, easy, or something? Want me to explain? Please let me know. Good. Purnima is done. Abhijit Sankalp is done. Right, people. Okay, done, done, done. Very good. Very happy to see that people are with more interest they are actually doing. So this is really good. I'm very happy. Right. So let me minimize this. Now I want all of you, please stop typing the message. Let me tell you a few things and then you can message. Okay. Right. So people, let me again go to the folder. Just go to the folder 1 minute. Okay. So now what we just saw, okay, is you're trying to connect with any of the data sources. Okay. So it can be Excel, it can be Access, it can be any data source. It is just that you have to go select that particular data source and then connect, and then you're done. You're there. the data is coming into your Excel, or the same process is for your Power BI also. Okay. So tomorrow we'll be working on Power BI and Tableau, because let's not get confused with so many things. Okay. Right. So people, your work now on how to get the data. That is, we have got the data into the Excel file. Okay, so same thing is for Power BI and say Tableau also. But just I'll give you 1 minute of time for all of you. Tell me, how did you feel now? How the confidence? How did you get the confidence? How did you feel about this task? I want the people to message. All of you, please message. How did you feel about this task? Because you people have worked. Just message how did you feel, and then we'll go for the next topic, that is the data cleaning. Okay, here we'll be learning about the advanced way of data cleaning. So I want you to message quickly. I'll not give more time. Okay, good. If you learned something new, you can message that also. Feeling more confident practicing first time. Very good, Mohan. Sure. So this is what I actually like. If someone actually learns from my class, I will be very happy actually. Learning new things and getting ideas of Excel interesting to learn. Okay, still there are many things, Chinmay. So I will teach you people. Double consolidation. I learned today. Very good. Okay. So why I actually keep asking this is so I will know that when I'm actually giving you some task, teaching you something, I'll also know that if people are attentive or how actually you feel about the topics what I cover. Okay. So for me also it'll be like encouragement when you actually give the the prompt feedback, what you have learned. Okay. So that I can also add more contents to this if people are getting more interested in learning. Okay. Anybody else? So I'll give you another 30 seconds. If you want to message, you message. Next, we'll go for data clean. Okay. Right, people. So what we'll do is we'll go to the next task. I want all of you, please, now stop typing message, listen carefully. So what we have is the data cleaning. Okay. First, let's understand what is data cleaning. So data cleaning means you're just trying to make your data a quality data. What do you mean by quality? That means it is actually free from, or say no errors. Say if I have some errors, we're removing that. We're having some data which is having the unwanted spaces or some characters which are not required, or there'll be some blank rows. Okay, there are so many things like this. So if you want to make a quality data, we have to make sure that we don't have errors, we don't have unwanted data, we don't have unwanted columns of these things. Okay, so I have just listed down few things here where, okay, we have remove blanks, getting some data from some other sources, say trimming of the data, say customer name cases, say week name, month name. So we have a data and we have to get all these data, or say we have to remove some things. So for this, I have one more file. Let me close this file. This is done. So I'll close this file. Next, I have one more file for this. That is, we have the data cleaning actually. So just go here, source data cleaning. Okay. If I open this, we have certain data here, some tables. So what I'll do, one by one we'll go here. So I have given the instructions also what all you have to do. So one by one we'll go. First is remove blanks. If you go to this raw data, see here I have this one raw data. So what we can actually do is we can go here, we can just filter this and remove the blanks. We can do that. But there are more other ways what we can do. See, one way is I'll go here. I'm just telling you the different ways. I'll select the entire data. Okay. There are huge data here like this. Select and I'll go to data, click on filter, and here I'll just click here and see if there are any blanks. See? select blanks, and we'll delete it. You know what happens here? I have so many blank rows here. See, this is one way. But what I can also do is, so I'll go here. I will convert this into table. Okay. Let me go here. Select this. You can also go to this data. Okay. And here we can say launch Power Query Editor. But when I say launch Power Query Editor, you know what happens? This will not take, this data will not be taken because this Power Query launch, say this Power Query Editor will get this table, data only when we convert that into table. So what I'll do, I'll go here, you can see this, it says from table or range. Let me click on this. When I click on this, what it will do is directly it will convert this into table. See, now this got into table, and now it is taking me to Power Query Editor. Now here I can modify so many things. What is that? Let me just show you. See, here just observe. See, I have the data here. Let's see if there are any blanks. Can you see that? The blanks are there. What we'll do is, see, very simple. I'll just go here. Just you'll have to go to this, see, reduce rows. Can you see here? It says remove rows. Click on this. It says remove blanks. Click here. See, within fraction of seconds, we can remove. The process, what I did, the first one, the first method, if I delete, it will take a lot of time because if there are more number of rows, if I delete, it will keep on rotating. There are chances that it might get hanged also. See, done. Now let me go close and load. Now this close and load too, there are two things. If I say load, whatever data I came back, so there it will just refresh, it will load it. But what I'll do, I'll keep that source data as is, let it be as is. I'll click on close and load to, and then I'll say, let it be in a new worksheet. Okay, click on OK. See, all the blank rows are being removed. Completely it is removed. So this is one way what we can actually do. Okay. Otherwise, we can also go here. We can load it here only. Load it here only. That also we can do. Right? Can you do this task quickly? People, quickly do this task. Next, there are many interesting tasks here. I'll show you. Quickly, I want you people to finish this task. Yes. So we'll work on all these tasks. So once done, message me. We'll continue with more other interesting tasks. Okay, done. Okay, very good. Good. The people are very fast. Or is the task is very easy? Okay. All right. So I think people, it's very easy task. Done. So the next task what we have, let's say I want to get the category and subcategories. Let's say what is that? Let me go back and just minimize this. Let me just check what is that. Say I have some mapping here. Okay. Now here I want to get the category and subcategory name. So based on what, let me just check what they have given. Let's say we'll go here. Okay. So what they're saying is here I have the product ID. Okay. Just observe this. I have the product ID here. And here we have the mapping saying that if it is FUR, I should get furniture. And if it is AC, the middle here, this one, I should get the category and subcategory name based on this product ID. Okay. Right. So what should we do? Let's go here and see. Okay. So now here I want the category name. Okay. Let me just type category and then sub category. Right. We cannot do this in Power Query Editor because Power Query Editor is used for modifying or transforming of the data. Now my intention is to get the category and subcategory name based on the first three characters and the middle two characters. Okay. There are various different ways to do. One is I can split this data and then I can take directly, or we can also use the functions here. So what I'll do, I'll go here, I'll say equals left of this particular column, comma, I'll say 3. See, I'm getting this first three characters. Now what I'll do, I'll use this equation VLOOKUP. Okay, VLOOKUP of this value, comma, and I will take the mapping saying that this table F4, comma, 2, that is second column value, comma 0, enter. I missed something. Okay, 1 minute. What did I miss? Table array. Okay. Comma, comma, 0. Close bracket, enter. Okay, see. Now if I just copy this down, let me copy this down. See, we'll just go here and Control D. See, I got, depending on first three characters, I'm getting this category. Now I want this subcategory. The subcategory is based on the middle two characters. See, we would have worked on Excel. It will be like straightforward. I would have got some data here directly. I can work. But here the task is we need to get the data here from this middle somewhere here, and then we have to map that and get the results. So now I want this based on the middle two characters. So what I'll do, I'll say mid of this text, comma, starting number, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, comma 2, close bracket. See, I'm getting this middle two characters. So first what I'm trying to do, I'm just trying to take this characters and then match that with the mapping table. Now for this equation, I will say VLOOKUP of, okay, comma, and then I'll go to this mapping, select this table, F4, comma, 2, comma 0, close bracket, say enter. See, now if it is BO bookcases, let me copy this down. See, based on the middle two characters, you can see that I'm getting this. So likewise, we can actually try to get any kind of data. You say, I have the mapping. Here we have all the subcategory codes. Based on these codes, I'm trying to get the data. So likewise, we can actually Okay, right. Can you people do this quickly? Do this quickly and then we can go for the next task. So people, it's all about the logics, what actually you have to use. So here what I did is I just use the logic, the first three characters and the middle two characters. You have to go and check. First read the task. You understand the task and then only try to plan accordingly. Just blindly, just don't go and keep on, working on this. You know what happens if you do that? It will actually not give a proper results. You should plan accordingly. So it is very simple task. Say, if you don't know how to extract the data, if you don't know the formula, it will become very difficult, right? So now we knew that. So what we did, we just directly went, took first three characters, the middle two characters, and then we got the subcategory and category. Okay. So likewise, we can actually do this clean. Right. So let's see if people have done. Go back to the screen with the formulas are okay, fine. So let me just show you. So this is the formula. Or if you people want, I'll just give the formula here. Let me just give this formula. Because it's a table, you might get a different, formula there. This is the formula. I'm just pasting the formula for category, and this is for subcategory. And I'm pasting it for subcategory. Very good. Okay. Right. I'll give one more minute, finish it off. Right. Let's see if people have done. Okay. I'll give you one more minute. So meanwhile, I'll just check what is the next instruction. So we have trimming, okay, and change customer name case. Okay. All right, people. So let's go to next task. Listen now, all of you. Stop working and listen now. The next task is about, we have the customer name where you see that the customer name, there are a lot of unwanted blanks. Okay. And also you can see that there is one more task. Say trim the customer name and change the customer name case. Two things for the same column, two tasks for the same column. Okay. Now what I'll do, I'll go here. Let me just go to this raw data. Just observe this, people. So don't worry. Next tasks are all simple ones. So you can do it later also. These are very simple ones. Say customer name. Okay. So what I'll do, first thing is I'll say trim and let me select this column. Just observe this. I'll select this. See, now this is getting trimmed. Now another task is there. If you just observe this, it says change customer name case. So I can plan accordingly. I want this to be either proper case or I want this to be uppercase or whatever. So what I'll do, I'll not go and again take one more column on this itself. I'll say proper. Okay. Bracket, close the bracket, say enter. See, two tasks in one single column. So all these will come by experience. Or you can, you can go to my YouTube channel. There are so many tips and tricks like this. If you just observe this, see what I did. There was two tasks. One is to trim and change the case. You can see that first I am trimming it, and then later I'm just trying to, you know, say change the keys. Okay, so likewise we can actually do something like this. Okay, right? Fine. Next task. Let me just go with the next task. Let me just check. I had one more file. Okay, later we'll see that. Okay. So this is very simple one. You can do it later also because we don't have much time now. I'll just go and I'll explain few more things. Now here we have this get week name, month name, quarter, change date format, get year. Okay, there are few things. All these are on this date, which can be done so quickly. Now, I'll give the tips and tricks. Suppose if you get any task like this, what you should do. All this time, what we used to do is to go and do only one task. Now, I'll tell you, suppose if you're getting anything like this, what you have to do. Say, week name, I want month name, I want quarter name, I want date format I should change, and also I should get the year. And here we have round sales and profit. So I have so many tasks. So what I'll do, let me just go to this table. So here we'll do, okay, because we already have some missing. So we'll take this table itself. What I'll do is I will go to this data and we'll go to this Power Query editor. Okay. So now I'm going to this Power Query editor. There are so many tasks to be done. So what I'll do, first thing is I will select this. Okay, the date. It says I need the month name. Let me go to this from date, click here, and I want month name. Let me click on this name of the month. Okay, you just observe, I'll get name of the month. Again, let me select, already selected. I'll click on this date. I want name of the week, let's say name of the day. So I'll get that also. See, there are so many tasks given, but all are related to each other. So I'll go here, say date, and then let's say I want year as well. Let's say year. See, I got the year as well. So there are so many tasks in just one. This thing we can, change. Say I'll go year month. So what else? It needs quarter. If it needs quarter, okay, we'll take the quarter also. See, month, day, year, and quarter. Now it is asking for changing the format. Let's go, and that will change there in the front end itself. That is in the the front end only we can change the format. That also we can do, or we can do here also. Let me just close this, close and load. Okay. Now see, I got all this month name, day name, year, and quarter. Did we miss anything? Month, week. Okay. Get year. So all this we got. Now, if you want to change the format, we can go here. We can change the format here. Say, select both the dates, control 1. We'll go to this format. Say, I want to change the format, say date, and you can select any of this format. Let's say I want to change this into this format. Okay, click on OK. See, right. Next, suppose I want to change this particular thing, that is, you want to round it off. Say, we'll go here. It says round sales and profit. Round sales and profit. Now what I'll do, again, I'll go back to the Power Query editor. Okay, it says round. We can round this to the number of decimals I need. So again, I'll go back, select sales. Okay, I'm selecting the sales. Here we have this transform or add column. I'll go to transform because I'm just trying to modify the same column itself. And here it says rounding. Let me click on this. Say round. I'll round this into 1 decimal. Say number of decimals, I'll say 1. Say okay. Done. See, quickly we can round. Now I'll go to this profit. Same thing. I'll say round single decimal and say okay. Done. See, how quickly we can do. Done. Now let me close this. Close and load. See, done. Rounded. So likewise, we can study that particular thing and then we can plan accordingly. Now, this is simple tasks. Now, I have one more task which I'll be teaching you. You work on this later. Okay. Now, let me close this. Assuming that you people have understood. Let me go to another task. So let me just show you what is that and we'll work on that. Say data for workshop, data cleaning. Okay. Now here I have one data where I need to filter the data here. Okay. Here I'll just delete this. Delete this. Okay. Now what I want is I want to filter this data based on some controls. I'll show you how to do that. I have a drop down here. I can filter this, things like that will do. And here I have so much of data. I want to append this data. If you just observe, there were some 16 files we append data one below the other by using Power Query Editor. But here I have small data here. I want to append this one below the other. These two tasks, I will do it and I'll show you. It's a very interesting thing which you can use it in your projects or assignments or in your daily life as well. But before that, people, you just did one task. I want all of you, please tell me, how did you feel about this task about data cleaning? And then next I'll go to another task which is little more advanced, which is more interesting. We'll work on that. But before that, I want some comments on how did you feel about the task what you just did. Quickly, I'll give you 1 minute. It should be very quick. Okay. Okay. Good. Yes. There are a lot many things actually. What I'm showing here, which makes you people, understand what is a Power Query, and also I just try to make you people how to understand the, the task and how to execute it. Okay. All right. So thank you so much for your feedback. Okay. All right. Now I want all of you please stop working. This task you can work later in your, after I finish this task, I'll give you the video. I have already given this files to you. You can work on this. Now, just listen carefully. I have one table here. Usually this table will be somewhere else. Just to make you people understand, I just kept one table here and here I want to filter the data. Okay. So how this filter should happen is, say, if I filter region, I should get only that region, what I mentioned here. And suppose if I want subcategory, I can filter the subcategory that also I should get here. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll write a formula. There is a formula called as filter equals filter. It lasts for the array. I will select this array. Okay. Array is nothing but the table, comma. Next, it lasts for include. I will say include this region equals, I want this to be east. Okay. Now I will say comma 0 close bracket enter. See, can you see that automatically all the regions which are east is getting filtered here. Can you see that? Okay. Right. So this is one thing. Now what I'll do is I want this to be dynamic. For that, what I'll do, I will give region and I'll type east here. Okay. Now we can modify. How? Let's say I'll go here. I will remove this east and I will select this. Say enter. Okay. Now just go here and type south and say enter. See, it got filtered to south. Now let's say west. This will change to west. Fine. This is very simple what we did. Now let me make it more interesting. I want subcategory as well. Okay. The subcategory as well. Let me just copy one of them or say I'll type art. Now when I say west and art, this should give me only west and art. Now we are trying to filter one more filter here, applying one more filter. So what I'll do, I'll try to modify here. This one, I'll put this in bracket. Okay. This one. Put this in bracket. Done. Now I'll use star. Star means and open bracket. Select this. Another column equals. Since I've already taken this cell, I will select this cell. That means it will become dynamic. Don't type art directly in this so that you know only art will be taken. But I've selected here. If I say enter, see only art is coming. Now, if you want to change something, let's say storage. See, I want east. See, so here we have the filters. Fine. Okay. Now I will take one more sales. I want the sales which are above, say 500. Why I'm giving all this is it shouldn't be like just one simple filters. If you are going with some, some complex filters, it should be something. Say you should learn something advanced. Now I'll try to modify this. Here I'll say another star because one more filter I need to give. Open bracket. Now I'll take this sales. Okay. I will say greater than or equals to. I will take this cell and press close bracket and press enter. Can you see this? Now all the values which are above 500, I'll get here. Now what I'll do, I'll say 2000. See, about 2000. Fine. Okay. This is, you have taken the values. I'm typing here. Okay, fine. But what I'll do, I'll go here. Let me copy this and I'll paste the data somewhere here. And what I'll do is I'll go to data and say remove duplicates. See, I'll get the unique values. Let it be. The next, I'll copy this subcategory and I will paste here. That also I'll say remove duplicates. Say okay. Done. Okay. Now what I'll do is I will select this cell, go to data and say data validation. Here I have this data validation. Select list and I'll say I will select this. Say okay. Fine. You just observe now. I will click here and say west. Okay, west storage is not there. Okay, let's see central. East, south. Okay, let's take this also. And then we'll see, say data validation list. And let me select this. Okay, I'll make this as somewhere 100. Okay, I think the filter were actually not matching. I'll go here. Let's say now binders. Can you see that? Say I'll go here, say east, and this one I'll make it as say 500. See, let me make it as 1000 and see. See, so you can make this filters like this. See, central and say labels. Okay, I think label we don't have 1000. Let me make it as 50. See, getting my point? So you can make something like this, which looks more interesting, more dynamic. So how much time it took? Just one simple formula, filters. Okay, this file is also there. Please work on this. Okay, so it's more interesting, right? So like this, we have many things which is there in the course. It's not that this is one example I'm telling. So this is what we'll be teaching in our Excel. So it shouldn't be like just normal Excel, what we teach, say equals, uppercase, lowercase. No, you should learn. This is what the company needs. Okay. Next, I was talking about the data append. Previously, we learned about one option, that is getting the data one below the other. Now, I want this data to be placed one below the other. How to do? What people will do? Copy, paste. Again, copy, paste. Don't do that. Now, you have a formula for that. What is that? The formula is equals VSTACK. What is VSTACK? Vertical stack. Like what we have is VLOOKUP. Now we have this VSTACK. See, select, comma. I'll not copy this. I'll not select this heading. Otherwise, it will take the heading. Then again, select, comma. Then select, enter. See how quickly I'll just change the format. I'm just formatting it. I just formatted it. That's all. Okay. See how quickly we can do this. So Excel has got so many options like this. This is what you'll be learning in the course. Okay. The task, whatever I've given, work on this. I'll be giving you this. Already the files are there here. Download this. This video will be given to you. Okay, by evening I'll send this video in the Telegram channel. Okay, try to download that, work on that. Tomorrow we'll be working on people the dashboards. Okay, something like this. I'll make you people work on some dashboard like this, so that the people can have a complete idea about how actually you can create some dashboards. See, a dashboard like this. I'll make you people work on this. Okay. See, we'll be working on some dashboard like this. It's a very simple thing. In Power BI also we can do something like this. So tomorrow we'll also work on Power BI. So we'll see if the people are more interested in Power BI, we'll go for Power BI. If you are interested in Excel, we can do it in Excel only. Okay. So anyways, you have to teach, you have to learn the Power BI. I want all of you please install Power BI and come, so that tomorrow we can work on Power BI and work on a complete dashboard. Okay. All right, people. So I'll stop here. Okay. All right. So what I'm telling is tomorrow, please install Power BI, and the task, whatever I did now, please work on this, because I don't have much time for you, to give time for you to work. You can work later also. The video will be given, but all of you, okay. See, I've taken so much efforts from last 1.5 hours to 2 hours. Now I'll give you 2 minutes. Please give honest feedback. You can unmute. Let me just see if I can unmute you people. Mike, hello, Mike. Okay, I have given the permission of Mike, so I want your complete honest feedback, either message or you can unmute and you can speak, and then we can close the session. Tomorrow, I will teach you how to create the dashboard from scratch, complete.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, Indraju, tell me.
Uh, Today's session was good, sir. I have learned again, sir. I have learned some VSTACK formula today's session.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And one thing, yesterday session you give me a Canva access, sir. That now morning I try to open in Canva, but it show you don't have an access like that, sir.
Mm. Canva I've
Yes.
given, I think. If you people wants Canva, so you can message me. Surely I'll give. I think I've given you. Just check that.
Yeah, sure, sir. But
Okay.
it shows, sir. I have already sent you one screenshot, sir, on WhatsApp.
Let me check, because I gave access to everyone. Okay, whoever has messaged, I've given. If you're not got, just message me again. I'll surely give the access. Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Right. Thank you so much, Manju, Chaitra. Divya, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. This is not so advanced, Chinmay. Tomorrow you'll learn lot many things. Today it was just a brush up actually. Okay. Anybody else want to say something or we'll close the session?
ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್. ಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಶಿವಕುಮಾರ್ ಅಂತ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಸೆಷನ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಹೊಸ್ದಾಗಂದ್ರೆ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾನ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೆ.
Very
ಮತ್ತೆ
good.
ಕನ್ಸಾಲಿಡೇಷನ್ ನೀವ್ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ರಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಈಸಿ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಸರ್? ನಾನು
Okay,
ತುಂಬಾ
good.
ಕಾಪಿ ಪೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ, ಇವಾಗ ಅದು ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಈ ಸೆಷನ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ಸರ್, ನಮಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗೋ ರೀತಿನೇ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದು ಈಸಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ
Naline
ಒಂದು
attend
ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್.
ಮಾಡಿ. You have
Yes,
put
sir.
the complete dashboard. Okay.
Yes, sure sir. So just one request, ನಮ್ಮ ಕಂಪ್ನಿಲಿ ಇದೆ ಟೆಲಿಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಆಪ್ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್ ನಾನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋದು ಕಂಪ್ನಿದು, ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಟೆಲಿಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಆಪ್ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ.
Okay,
ಅದು
okay.
ನಾನು ವಾಟ್ಸ್ಆಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಏನೇನೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀನಿ.
Right. People, if anybody is not able to download the files, please message me. I will send you in your WhatsApp or email. Don't worry about that. Okay. People who have attended, so please let me know. Message me your email ID or WhatsApp. I'll send to your WhatsApp or email ID.
Okay sir.
Right, people. So catch you guys tomorrow then. Happy weekend. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 2:30. So tomorrow we'll work on the complete dashboard. Okay. Anybody needs in the WhatsApp, take my number 58793. Message me. Don't message here, please, because once I close, then I'll not get these links. Message to my number 9902058793. Okay. Right. Okay, people. Thank you so much. Anything you can message me. I'll surely respond to you. And tomorrow we'll meet at 2:30 with the more advanced sessions with the dashboard. Okay. Bye, people. Take care.
Thank
Bye
you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.